wrong. Now we move over to Africa, where Kenyan human rights activist Boniface Mwangi has been released on bail after facing charges of illegally possessing tear gas canisters and a blank rifle round. Police say they found the items at his home during a weekend raid, but Mwangi, a vocal government critic, calls the case a big shame and says there is no evidence against him. His arrest has sparked outrage, coming weeks after the death of a political blogger in police custody triggered massive anti-government demonstrations. At least 50 people have died in the violent unrest since. Hundreds of supporters packed the courtroom on Monday as Mwangi appeared before a judge. His lawyer thanked the court for granting bail, while activists warn the government's crackdown on dissent is escalating. Mwangi, known for his anti-corruption stance, has been a symbol of resistance against police brutality and government abuse. Let's listen in to what the activist had to say.
What you have is of three dictators, Suluhu in Tanzania, Museveni in Uganda, and Ruto in Kenya. They're all reading from the same playbook. Go after your opponents, demonize them, arrest them on terrorist charges, and try and make this thing about individuals. But what you're fighting for is not about ourselves. It's about the rule of law in this country, upholding the... We're being called terrorists because
We're now joined by Dr. Satoru Nagao once again to discuss this story. How does this arrest, Dr. Nagao, and subsequent bail reflect on Kenya's commitment to civil liberties and law, and how do you analyse the situation that's going on in the African country right now?
Okay, this is release of him is a very good and democratic move of Kenya. Kenya developed a democratic country, but at the same time, this situation reflects the current toughness for Kenya too. Because after the COVID-19 crisis, Kenya's economy hasn't recovered well. So that's why there are complaints in the country and the demonstration against the government, especially the President William Ruto has risen very much. So last year, when the demonstration happened, government itself tried to resign, except the leader, but this hasn't worked. Now, this year, he tried to crack down the demonstration itself, so he changed the tactics. But still, the complaint itself is exists because the cause of the problem hasn't solved yet. So this is the recovery of economy and adjusting the new situation after the COVID-19. So that is needed. And so without good method to recover the economy, indeed they will face, this government continue to face the same problem. And that's why, of course, under the democratic country, the leader of the demonstration should not be charged as a terrorist. But at the same time, what government should do is they must recover the economy.
Yes, Dr. Nagao, thank you very much as always for joining us on the programme. It's always a pleasure having you. Well, that's all we have.